So, welcome to the match review of Chelsea 0, Manchester City 2. Opening day of the season, not what we wanted, but let's get into it. So, today, watch the game. It's now just 12:30 in Jamaica. So watching the game from Jamaica today, and not the result we wanted, but the result we probably expected. This is probably the best time to play Man City, but they still got a good team. You know, they didn't have any Rodri today. They had Foden on the bench, but that Savinho played, and he played well, to be fair, before he went off with an injury. But there's just fine details, and with Chelsea, it's just the same old thing as well. Man City have got Haaland. We don't have it. We have a Nicholas Jackson, and that's the difference. And that's not the only difference, but there's the finer details, because he scored a goal in the 18th minute, and to be fair, some people are blaming this defender or that midfielder, but sometimes you just have to say that, okay, it was a decent goal and a bit of luck as well. When I say a bit of luck, that little touch by Bernardo Silva took it away from Levi Colwill, but what Haaland did was what good strikers do. First touch was exquisite. He showed his strength to get between the defenders and lifted it over Sanchez. Did Sanchez make it a bit too easy for him? Probably, some may say, but sometimes you just got to say this is what a top class striker brings you. One chance, one goal. And he didn't really have a lot of other chances in the game, but you don't need that. You know, you're a top striker. You don't need that many chances to score a goal. And the flip side is, we see Nicholas Jackson. He had an opportunity to equalise. Just simple things, holding the line. You know, the shot came in from, was it Cole Palmer? A mistake by the keeper who parried it. But if Jackson had held his run, then he's equalises for us. So we go into that, at the end of that first half, we go in 1-1. But it's just those little fine details that he hasn't ironed out in his game as well. And then he was saved another opportunity. Why the linesman didn't put the flag up? It was a clear offside. But anyway, he wasn't to know that. And the way he took the ball and scuffed the shot, I said it wouldn't have been counted. But still, even then, you still put those chances away, and then you wait for the linesman or the referee to make a decision. Going on to the referee as well, you know, Anthony Taylor strikes once again. First of all, in the first half, Fernandez, he miscontrolled the ball, to be fair, but the push in the back, I've seen those penalties given before. It was clumsy, and I feel that it could have been given as a penalty, but he waves that away. VAR agrees with the referee. You know, VAR did say this season that they're not going to be getting involved in a lot of the refereeing decisions. So that's dangerous when you've got someone like Anthony Taylor managing refereeing a Chelsea game, because there's always controversy when he's in charge of our games. There's never a game gone past where you could say that he's managed the game well, and that's a worry for me. But you know, I'm not blaming the referee for everything, because I think what is evident is that we do need an Osimhen. You know, if we had an Osimhen in the side, those big, you know, in those big moments, that's what matters. And Jackson is still a work in progress. And we've got too many work in progress. If you look at Doku, he's a work in progress at Man City. He did some brilliant things, but when it came to the end product, he's still a bit inconsistent. But the reason they can cope with Doku in the side is because they've got other players who can give you that added experience. Your De Bruyne's, your Haalands and people like that, who can give you that extra bit of experience. So with us, when we've got so many inexperienced players playing together, then we haven't got anyone with that sort of know-how to put us through in hard moments. Second half, I thought, as I said, we didn't play badly. In the second half, I thought we did okay. But again, it's those fine details. There's a cross coming in from, I think it was Gusto, and Pedro. I thought Pedro Neto came on, made a good debut. To be fair, he could have scored a debut goal. But Rico Williams, excellent defending. And again, as I said, because they've got experienced backline with him there, he can come in and fit in comfortably because he's got some experience around him, and he's a decent clearance away. We had another situation where in Cuckoo, before he went off, he had a couple of chances. Decision making again wasn't tip top for us in vital moments when we could have quite easily got an equaliser. I'm not sure about the midfield three. Lavia, fantastic. Caicedo always takes a bit of time to get into the season. Today, some decent things, but in the main, I thought he was average to poor. Fernandes, wasn't happy with him today. There was a comical moment in that second half where we could have had a tap in, but he got in the way of the shot. No communication there. You're expecting more from your £105 million midfielder, come on, to be fair. And if anything, when we took some of the substitutions by Enzo Maresca, I thought was a bit questionable. So I thought he should have brought on Neto, but the person he brought off, I thought he should have brought off Enzo Fernandez, to be honest. He brought off Nkuku instead. And why did he bring off Lavia? I know, I say why did he bring off Lavia, but he was limping a bit. So I think he took Lavia off because he wants to protect him. This guy's been out for the majority of last season. So I think he brought him off because he didn't want to risk him. But Enzo staying on and was to me a little bit of a mistake because I don't think he was contributing at any end of the pitch. Epitomised by the goal that was scored by Kovacic, which I called, by the way. I was watching it with my stepson in Jamaica, and I said to him in the 67th minute, I said, you know what, Man City are gonna, they're just gonna keep us at arm's length. We'll get a few chances, but in the 84th minute, they're gonna score, make it 2-0, game done. And so said, so done. 84th minute, Kovacic was allowed to run through the defence. It was inexcusable the way that he ran past Lavia and Caicedo, and it was okay, a decent finish. But the goalkeeper, question marks have to be made about the keeper. When you get across to that shot, you get a hand on it. You've got to get a stronger hand on it. So I do believe that he was to blame for that goal. Going back to Anthony Taylor now, I hate having always, when I do a video when Anthony Taylor is officiating, I hate it that we always have to be talking about his decisions. And today there was another decision in the second half where the ball was crossed in and he's got his hand up like this. So he's brought it down like that, still out, away from his arm. It's not in, it's away from his arm. So that's, for me, is an unnatural position, and he doesn't give it. So, okay, to be fair, I don't want to see penalties like that given. I don't. But it was out. So what I'm looking for this season, and I'm challenging the likes of Anthony Taylor and other referees, if that is the threshold, then make it consistent. If I see Anthony Taylor given a penalty against Chelsea when the ball is like this, when someone's handled it like this, then we already know it's agenda driven, but questions need to be asked. If I see him give a penalty to Man City or another team with the same situation, then I'm going to be on his case. I'm going to be on the PMGOL, whatever they're called. I'll be on their case. I'm not going to let this up this season because, if that's a threshold, fair play. But if it isn't, then no, because I'm fed up of this guy who's always, doing us out of results. But as I said, I'm not blaming him for the result because Man City, I think they were in second gear. They could have stepped up easily and scored. But I don't think we played too badly today. I thought in possession, we did okay. Again, it's those vital moments, and I'm still the two ends of the pitch that we haven't addressed. We've got a bloated squad with so many different players, but we still haven't addressed this. Unless Jorgensen proves to be the goalkeeper, we're still lacking a goalkeeper that I feel comfortable with. Because if you look at, again, going back, because I forgot about the other Jackson chance actually, where brilliant save by the goalkeeper, but he still should have done better when he's got away. Okay, he's getting pulled back, but Haaland scores that. He shows athleticism, he shows strength, he scores that goal. I think even Osimhen would probably score that goal. But it was a good save, as I said, by Edison. But again, I feel that that Jackson needs to be scoring that. So that's what I'm saying. So they've got a goalkeeper and a striker. who can make in the big moments. They can come through for them. We haven't got that. We haven't got anyone in the big moments who can come through for us, and that's what's lacking in this team at the moment. So, we'll see what happens in the next few games. Man City was always going to be a gimme. I heard some people saying, Man City are a team who've only lost 1 in 40 odd games. So you've got to remember that. They are the 5 times winners of the Premier League. So, if you're honestly coming in expecting a result in today's game, then give your heads a wobble, guys, because the only way we would have won this game is if Manchester City had an off day. And as I said, they had the moments go for them. As I said, that touch by that touch by Bernardo Silva to score that opening goal. That was a touch that went their way. I think in the second half we had one where they had a ricochet, but instead of going to our player, it went to their player. So that's finer detail sometimes can define a game. So we weren't overrun, and that it wasn't like the pre-season when we're overrun. I thought we defended well in patches. I thought Fofana had a good game. Colwell had a good game, I thought. Cucurella showed some moments. Still one-on-one defending is questionable, but you're talking about some good wingers that Manchester City have. So, what do you guys think about the match? Let's have some fair comments, not because we lost. I don't want to hear any sort of negativity or rubbish. Let's see what you think about the game. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so you're notified whenever I make a video. So take care. Bye-bye.